Evening everyone, welcome back to some late night Hypercraft. How's it going? Right, so this is a bit of post-recording commentary because I recorded the whole episode with the mic muted, which in this profession, bit of a problem. Not really a good idea. You should probably check that every time you're going to record. I failed to, and I feel really bad because I had a slight script of what I was going to say, but I sort of deviated from it, and there was a lot of cool interaction and other little bits of story and goodness knows what else. And yeah, I ruined it. So what I was talking about was that as a YouTuber, it was following on from a discussion that we had in the Hypermine Skype chat today with Zuljan, and I believe he's going to be producing a video to do with this as well. Hopefully so. I mean, that was part of what was discussed. But I'd also like to get my thoughts out on YouTube as well. And what we were talking about was, you know, your channel identity and how you describe your channel. I believe he's going through the YouTube Academy process or whatever. And the whole thing started with asking us for 5 words to describe your channel. And it's really difficult from your channel page to say 5 words about someone as if you don't know them. I mean, we came up with a whole bunch of stuff because we know Zuljan, so it's a lot easier. People who watch him all the time, you guys know him as well. So, you would say things like, Southern man playing video games, or gaming, building, Minecraft, you know, the sort of generic descriptors for what his channel actually is, or that sort of thing. But how do you relay that to someone who has never watched any of it? It's actually surprisingly difficult. But one of the things that we came onto was greetings and closes. Now, the greeting is the thing that you hear at the beginning of every one of my videos. You know, evening everyone, welcome to some late night, blah blah blah. How's it going? And then the closer is, thanks for watching everyone, you've been a fantastic audience as always, or as ever. And I'll see you again next time. Adios. And coming up with those, for me, was a long and difficult process. I didn't immediately jump to it. It wasn't something that just popped right into my head as the perfect greeting. I'm not even 100% sure that it is a good greeting, because I'm not really a good judge of it. To me, it's a good greeting, but to a prospective audience, it could come across as any number of things, pretentious, stupid, or whatever. So you kind of have to go with something that appeals to you personally, because I use the word evening a lot. That is actually how I will greet people. I will say evening, in the middle of the day, because I like it. I like the sound of saying evening. It's a nice round word. In fact, just to let you know about the whole I didn't record my voice thing, this is completely unscripted. I'm way off script now. So, yeah. It's one of those things that it took me a long time to get. I think my wife and I agonized over it. Well, I agonized and annoyed her over a process of around 2 weeks or so, when I was deciding that, yes, I did actually want to do my channel and, you know, relaunch, get a proper identity and so forth, because the identity I wanted for myself, and I decided this part fairly early on, because I think it suits me personally. is the late night talk show host. It's a personality I can identify with. I am actually really extroverted, and there aren't many situations with people that fluster me. So I find that I can get along with most people fairly quickly, fairly easily, even if I hate them. So on top of that, I'm a really good liar. So my wife is giving me that evil noise, which means bad topic. So, I mean, I have to be, otherwise she wouldn't have married me. You know, how do I marry someone so nice if I don't lie about everything? Saved it. So, I really like the idea of the talk show host. And it plays into things that I want to develop for my channel. These are things that I'm actually interested in. Other people's viewpoints, and I would love to get into the whole sort of shoutcasting thing, and I'd love to get into talking about gaming news and stuff like that. I admit I think there are people who do it who do it better. Like I think Bebop Fox's Monday show is fantastic, and I'm not sure I could top it. Or Dodgers gaming news. I don't think I could top that, really. But I'm willing to give it a shot. I just haven't got myself settled in enough. I think I've been doing it on this particular channel for a couple of months now. And it takes a while to sort of settle in to your channel and get that groove. And another problem with that is that I'm putting myself through a very rigorous schedule at the minute to really push out content. I will ease back on my schedule later on, I think. But I really want to go and say I put out a video every day for 90 days. That is what I want to be able to say. Because I love this YouTube thing. It's really taken hold of me. So, I may not be particularly good at it, but, you know, apparently that doesn't matter when you've got passion. So, I was talking about the greetings and how I agonized about it, because I went off on some random tangent, and it took me a while because it was things like I was trying to do. I was saying to myself, well, you know, I could be a bit more South African about it because I am South African. I could say how's it, because that is the greeting. You know, where I'm from. You wouldn't even think twice about it. It's just like, how's it? How's it going? Which I don't know. It didn't grab me as a way I should greet my audience, and that is the bit that I latched onto, that audience word. Because when you listen to some YouTubers, there's essentially two schools of thought on how you engage. And one of those is that you treat your viewers as an audience, as a group. So you engage them as a group, or you engage them as if you're presenting to a single person. And the easiest way to see this is Midnight Designer, MD. He greets everybody as Pat. He's given you an identity. So instead of him saying, we're going to do this, it's like Pat and I. Pat is his friend, who has joined him on all of his journeys, and it's you. You're Pat. Anytime any single person watches a video, they are Pat. And that's cool, it works for him. It doesn't really grab me. In fact, every time he says Pat, it takes me out of the video. But, you know, it works for a lot of people. And he's one of the people that we think are really fantastic video makers. So, and I say we, I mean like I. I'm doing it automatically. And then I greet you as if I'm a talk show host greeting their audience, and an audience is going to be like 100 people. And I mean that's part of the goal for me, is that I want to have thousands of people watching my videos. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I'm hoping. And I think that trying to try and greet you as a single person is essentially doing the impossible. You know you're an audience. I know you're an audience. It's as simple as that. And I even utilize the word audience in my closer. I say, thank you for watching. You've been a fantastic audience. I'm already acknowledging that I think of my viewers as a group of people. Sure, that group is made of individuals, but I can't address the individuals. I prefer to address the group. So, the greeting is, you have to think about your identity on YouTube, and the greeting is like a key part of it. Some people don't have one, and that works. So it works for people, but I think you'll find in the majority of cases, most of the bigger YouTubers have a greeting. They have a way of saying hello. Like you've got PewDiePie, which is he's got his greeting, hi guys, hi bros, or whatever. It's PewDiePie, and then you got say Good and his hello guys, or Seth Bling, welcome back, Seth Bling here. Or, just think about your favorite YouTuber for a second. And what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about their voice? And it's usually what they say at the beginning of every video. And I think it's very important. I think it's possibly the most important aspect of your identity as a YouTuber. I mean, your cover art, that's fine. Or some people have gotten away without very good banner art for ages. I didn't have any for a while. I've got some fantastic banner art now, thanks to my wife, Kat. Things like thumbnails. Thumbnails are 50-50. Some people use them, some people don't. I don't know if they're even that important to most people who watch YouTube videos. So, I haven't put 100% of effort into getting them. I am doing some effort into getting them, but I spend all my time making videos and editing and cutting. So, for me, it's actually really difficult to get that done. What else? I mean, there's very little that actually goes on a channel that you, as a viewer, sees. You see the content of the video. I suppose opening scene. That could be. I used to do those. I actually need to make some new ones because my situation changed. I'd like to incorporate the Hypermine and Hypercraft thing, and my friend Mike and I have it's not a network essentially, but it's a grouping of YouTubers who all make videos and sort of share stuff. Which is going to be launched publicly soonish, and I'd like to incorporate that as well. I've lost my I lost my chain of thought in that one second. Oh, that's terrible. So yeah, I mean those things, I don't think they're as important. A lot of YouTubers just jump straight into their videos. They don't have some fancy opener, and a lot of them do well for themselves. So I don't think it's super important. A closer is again something I don't think that's actually incredibly important. You have to have a way of saying goodbye, but it for some people it quite literally is see you later, and that's the end of the video. For me, it's I'm thanking you for watching my show, like any talk show host would do. They tend to thank their audience at the end of the show, regardless of whether they're talking to the people in the studio or the people watching from home. They thank them, and they almost always imply that the audience has just been there forever, which is why I say as ever or as always, which my wife hates. It's terrible grammar. But I like it. I like saying it. Mostly because it annoys her. So, I always imply that you've been there since the beginning of time, as far as I've been concerned, and that no matter what, I will be seeing you next time. So, it's my way of saying, please come back and watch more, please. No. Yes. I'm trying to think of what else I could say about this, because I mean I've pretty much run through my script now about how important I feel these things are to your identity as a YouTuber. So if you're going to be starting YouTube, or you've just started, it's something that you really should think about. Is how you identify yourself. I mean, people talk about identifying your audience in terms of giving them a name or something silly like that. Like Day of Chaos has his own list of things for a brand new YouTuber, and they're all very good tips. And one of them is, name your audience, and like he says, Chaos Army. You got Kai Dream with her Dreamlings, and Little Saplings, and Bros for PewDiePie, which is the most brilliant appropriation ever, because he didn't have to think up any clever name, he just calls you Bros. Perfect. Now nobody else can do that, because now they're copying him, where people use Bros every day in common conversation. You would never say Dreamlings, but you say Bros all the time. So what I want from you guys now is in the comments, let me know, what you think about openers and closers. Let me know what you think about my opener and my closer. Let me know if you preferred it when I had the opening videos. Do you think I should have a closing card? What do you think about these things in general? Really, and be brutally honest, I don't care, I don't bruise easily. So, feel free to say, oh my god, that is the most awful thing I have ever heard. So I can guarantee I'm going to get one comment at least that says that my closer is the worst thing she's ever heard. I'm hoping anyway, at least it means I get a comment and a view. So, yeah, let me know about that stuff. Now, there's a couple more minutes to run on the video. At this point in the video, I believe I am trying to coax a pig out of a tree, because tree pigs, I have been told, and it has been proven, are very key to your own prosperity. You have to have one. And it's true. Not even 15 minutes after MD pointed out, or Midnight Designer pointed out, that tree pigs, I have a tree pig, and that they're good for your fortune, did I find all those diamonds right at the beginning, who have served me well. So I'm moving him into his own tree, because the tree that he is currently on is going to get cut down, and that's no good, obviously. I do need to go and take the name tag I get to a forge and rename it, and I need to think of a name for the tree pig. So, yeah, Bacon is the verbal suggestion so far. So, thanks for watching, everybody. You've been a fantastic audience as ever, and I will see you next time. Adios. Enjoy the pig.